Korn, here to stay. All right, so this will be a 6-string interpretation. Let me jam through all the parts here, and then I'll give you the instruction and all the details afterwards. So let's go. Okay, so just for starters, 6-string version. I don't have a 7-string guitar. I'm sure most of us don't. Sorry for all the diehard 7-stringers out there, but anyway, this will be for 6-string. And what I'm doing with this, it's basically a drop A. Okay, so you're gonna need some like fatty, thick strings to compensate for it. I got some pretty gnarly ones here. I think this is like a 70 gauge up top, so even that, dropping this low, you're going to have some inconsistencies with the tuning, depending on like how hard you're pressing and all that. But anyway, we'll try our best here. And like I said, it's drop A. So basically what you want to do is just do a, from standard, you just do a drop D, okay? And then just take everything 2.5 steps lower from there, okay? So we're going to end up with, let's see, we got an A up top, then an E, A for the 3rd string there, D for what was the G, okay, then an F sharp, then a B. All right, so like I said, everything's go drop D and then take everything 2.5 steps further at that point, okay? So you get that low grungy tone there. All right, so like I said, for the intro here, this riff happens kind of muffled at the very beginning. So what I would say to do is like take the wah pedal and just kick that up in its low tone. And I'll leave you all the links for all the effects I'm using in this. We're going to use the wah a couple times. Going to use some phaser in there, so you can check the description box for the links for all the effects I'm using. Okay, so initially have that low tone of the wah going just so we get this muffled version. And I'll play it for you in a cleaner section. Basically, you just want to hit the open power chord for that A. Okay, then we're going to hit 1st fret. All right, and then quickly we're going to reel this off where we go open, 3, 1, couple opens, 3, 1. Okay, so that's something like slowly here. Okay. All right, so slowly you can put the whole thing together, and this is just one measure's worth that just repeats. Okay, it's all right. And like I said, for this intro, kick that wah on the low tone, and then you could just do, you don't necessarily have to do the full power chords for this. You can just kind of hit the top string because you want it kind of minimal to start. So the intro section, very beginning, be something like this. Okay, and then, you know, the intro is by itself for a moment there, and then everything comes in, and, you know, you get that fuller tone of the riff, and here you can kind of get more like into the power chords, the full riff of it, and it just repeats that same thing. So just be something like this. All right, the verse section comes in with the vocal here. And basically, it's kind of doing what the main riff does. We just kick it up to the next set of strings, I guess. But more likely, you want to play it here at the 5th fret. And we kind of add some different elements into it. It's essentially doing the same thing. We're going to hit the 5, then the 6. And now we're going to get some pinky action here where we go 5, 8, 6, couple 5s, at the 6. So it'd be something like... This is where it switches up a little bit for the verse part, because after we get to there, then we're just going to come down and hit the 5 on the 2nd string here. Okay. Alright. And that's the first half of it. The second half of it's the exact same, but instead of ending on that 5 of the 2nd string, we end on the 4. Alright. So I'll try it all slowly for you here. Alright, and you know, just get that down, and it's just a matter of getting up to tempo. Alright, now this pre-chorus section. Kind of switch down to this lower position here. We're going to hit a power chord here on the 2nd set of strings, where we do 1st on the 2nd string, 3 on the 3rd string here. All right, and we hit that, hold it a moment, and then come up and hit the 2 on the 1st and 2nd string. Okay. And from there, we reel off this part where it's open, 2, 3, 2, open, 2. Okay. All right. And for the next measure, we essentially do the same thing, but we just tighten up between that initial power chord to the 2s on the 1st and 2nd string. Okay. And then the same part at the end. Okay, so I'll put this together slowly now. Okay, something like that. So just get that down, get it up to tempo now. Chorus section, just kind of hitting some chords, letting them ring out here. First measure, we just hit open, okay. Okay, then we come to 3, finish the measure with that. All right, second measure, we're just basically hitting a chord every beat now. We hit that power chord on the 2nd string with the 3 on the 3rd string. All right, then we go 3s on the top, to 5, to 1. Alright. Alright, so slowly now, all together. Alright. Pretty simple, so just work up the tempo now. right, and there's a second guitar that comes in with the chorus, and it's kind of just playing this high melody section here. All right, where we're going to be at 15 on the what was the B string here, called the 5th string. I'm probably doing this backwards, but that's just how I'm counting them. Anyway, so what was the B? Okay, we do 15, 13, and with this, you want to initially do it when it's happening with the chorus. You want to put some like wah and some phaser on there. Just give it that trippy effect. Okay, so we go 15 to 13. Just kind of dip that wah, like, you know, every time you hit one. And from there, we do 13 on the high string here, highest string, and then back to 15, and then we go 15, 17 on what was the E string. Okay. All right, and the second half of this, do that 15 to 13 on what was the B, now is the F sharp. Okay. And then here, we go 15 on the 4th string, 15 on the 3rd string, and then 12, 12 on those same strings. Okay. So try it slowly here. And you can just get it up to tempo, and you can just really, like, if you want to like trem pick or just wail on that wall a little more, because it's just supposed to sound like really like wild in the background. All right, so it'd be something like this. All right, and the first part of the bridge, it's basically this section also, but you just want to get it a little bit cleaner, kind of more just like a phaser delay effect on there, and you know, just kind of like let the notes chill a little more. So it'd just be something like this. Second part of the bridge, and this is also played at the outro, so take note of that. Basically, we're just doing this kind of breakdown between octaves here, and more just about getting the rhythm on it. Okay, so it's going to be kind of muted too. So we do this couple of opens. Okay, we were 5 on the 2nd string, back to the open top string. All right, and then we reel off a quick 4 opens on the top string. Okay. All right, and the second half of it, we just kind of switch up the timing a little bit. Start it the same with the couple of opens, 5 on the 2nd, open top, and then we kind of rest a moment, and then just do 3 opens. Okay, so it's just this little timing thing that's happening here. So try it slowly here. Alright, so just subtle difference there, but it's fun to play because it's all about getting the timing. Alright, so get it up to tempo, be something like this. Alright, third part of the bridge. Kind of starts just like the second one, second part, but then we end it with a little variant here, and it gets a little more kind of rowdy and just louder. All right, so we start it the same way, okay, with our couple of opens, 5 on the 2nd, back to open, up top. All right, but now we're gonna do kind of like 2 strums on the open, couple quicker open strums, and then we do 5, 6, 7, 8, just a chromatic little scale there. Something like that. Okay, so something like that. So try it slowly now. All right, something like that, and then just get the tempo right. right, and at the outro, while the first guitar is doing, let's see, that second part of the bridge, there's another guitar that comes in and it's just doing some like higher wah stuff, kind of crazy, just sounding in the background. So get that wah cranking and just bring it down here where we're going to be at 3 on the 5th string here, the what was the B. We go from there, a couple beats, to 4 for a couple beats. Okay. Back to that 3. And now we do a little chromatic where we go 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright. So just get the tempo right on that and just, go nuts on the wah pedal, and you can do some speed picking, trem picking there. Sound good. So something like this. Thanks for checking out the video, everybody. Like it, share it, leave a comment. It's always good to hear from you. Do me a favor and hit the subscription button. I put out a video pretty frequent, so you don't want to miss out on that. Check out the links in the description box below. I have really cool links for tablature books, all the gear I use, t-shirts, fun stuff like that. So thank you very much, and we'll see you next time.